Thank you, JR. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Julie and I am the maid of honor and older sister of our bride. I just wanted to thank everyone for coming to help celebrate with the newlyweds tonight. And I also want to say, and I'm sure many of you will agree, when I say that Lori looks absolutely amazing tonight. So when I first sat down to write this speech and put all my thoughts on paper, it was really hard for me. But going through all of the events of today and coming up to this moment, I'm really stunned to be standing here. It's just hard for me to believe that 2 years ago, Lori was calling to tell me that she was engaged. Sorry. And now it's hard for me to grasp the fact that she's really married. So I could stand up here and tell you embarrassing story after embarrassing story about Lori. But because it's her wedding, I'll give it to her. But if you are interested, I'll be at the bar. So I'll just tell you 2 brief stories about Lori growing up. When she was young, she always had this idea of who she would marry, who her perfect guy would be. And I remember we would be driving down the road when we were young, and she would just say one day she wanted to marry a truck driver. And I don't know what made truck drivers so special, but somewhere along the way she met Joe, a landscaper who happens to drive a truck. So I guess her dreams kind of did come true. In addition to a truck driver being her perfect man, she also had this preconceived idea of how a marriage worked. So she thought that when a woman decided she wanted to get married, she would just show up at the church, and a group of men would be there waiting, and she would just go pick one, and then that would become her husband. But there's no doubt in my mind, if she was confronted with that situation, she would have chosen Joe. You two are so perfect for each other, and I'm so lucky to know both of you. I've watched your relationship grow from friendship to love, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for you. So with that in mind, I would like to offer advice to both Joe and Lori separately and then as a couple. So first, to Joe, I want to take a moment to welcome you to our family.
Thank you very much.
And to remind you of our strict family no return policy. So, she's all yours now. I also wanted to share with you 3 rules guaranteed to make your new married life easier and your new life exceptionally happy. Rule number 1, don't wake Lori up early. If you know Lori, you know she loves to sleep in, and waking her up is just not a good idea. Rule number 2, Joe, when you're wrong, admit it, and when you're right, be quiet. It's easier that way. And rule number 3, don't spend too much time worrying about her leaving you. She spent too much time training you to get you to where you are today, and she's not going to let you go that easy. But in all seriousness, Joe, I will always be Lori's sister, and you will always be her partner. You will be loved not only by her, but by all of us. To Lori, you have always been my little sister, but what you never knew is how much I really look up to you. Even tonight, I'm blown away by the woman you have become. It's no wonder Joe loves you so much. So my advice to you is simple. Give Joe a break from time to time. Bite your tongue and hold back that I told you so. And spend more time appreciating the things he does. He's a great guy, and you're lucky to have found each other. And to the both of you, they say marriage is for better or worse. Joe, you couldn't have done better. And Lori, you couldn't have done worse. Just kidding, Joe. Now that you're part of the family, you'll be the brunt of the jokes. But if everyone can join me in a toast, when I say that separately you two are special, remarkable people, but together you are complete. So as you sit side by side on this roller coaster of life, remember to scream through the peaks, hold hands through the dips, laugh through the loops, and enjoy every twist and turn. To Lori and Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, put down your glasses and put your hands together for both JR and Julian, doing a great job with their toast this evening. You can all take your seats at this time. Before we go any further in the evening, I want to invite up one more very special, important person. That's the godmother of our bride, Elaine, who is going to do the presentation of our memory box today.